Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Being a Good Daddy Day. Dude, my son loves this crazy ass shirt. It's my least favorite. It's cool, he likes it. I don't tell him it's my least favorite, but he goes buck wild over this shirt. It's amazing what the imagination will cost a parent. Um, I want to give today. Listen, guys. Today is the. It's going to be today's day is education on how to be a daddy. Hang on. Um, I love orange Gatorade, and I just remember I bought some. I just bought some. I just remember I wanted one. You know, it's the simplest things like these awesome, great, awesome flavors like orange Gatorade. That's why I like working, so I can buy a case of these and don't care that they're ridiculously overpriced. I mean, Ferraris are cool, but honestly, I don't need one. I mean, dude, where I live, if I drove around my neighborhood, let me tell you something. If I drove around my neighborhood in a Ferrari, I'd get beat up. You understand what I'm saying? People don't roll like that around here, and if you do, honestly, you're a douchebag. I mean, few and far between, man. You know, there's a couple ballers, but they're just douchebag cars, man. They are. I mean, unless you're like Vidal Sassoon, you know what I mean? And you can buy six of them with the change in your back pocket. It's different. Anyway, today is called being a good dad. But here's the thing. I'm gonna teach a couple lessons from stories that I hear. I'm gonna go around and kind of pick apart some of the latest and greatest things that happen to me and the way things get updated to me or how I get a story about a buddy of mine. Um, I really feel like I should have these like daddy father educational classes, and they'll talk about things of importance, man. Where being a baller isn't as important as making sure you have a case of really good Gatorades for your son and yourself. Um, you know that you know uh, you're responsible from the second you pop your pee pee up inside the mommy's little nest egg. You feel me? That's when you're responsible. The second that you do that, that's when you're responsible. I don't know what it is, gentlemen, about you that you feel this 1950s, 60s, 70s bullshit, alpha male bullshit that you're not supposed to be raising your kids. You know what I mean? Or you're not supposed to be like doing shit around the house. Or I get it, and like honestly, if your woman is still interested in that lifestyle, it's kind of lame. I mean, most people should have some kind of sense of direction for themselves. And what I never can gather is how men will have kids and just think that they can just pay for things along the way, or like, you know, just go to work and do nothing the entire time because they're self entitlement. And it bothers me because there's men out there that actually have multiple kids with multiple women and they do the same thing in each relationship. And what you're ended up leaving is you leave kids and women completely just dumbfounded and confused, and you just grow up to be an old bar hanging beer drinking idiot. I mean, good for you, man. Like, you might get laid. You know what I mean? You might have done okay for yourself. I mean, you should have. You're almost fucking 50 or 60. But, like, now that your kids are grown, and they know the kind of man you are, that's ridiculous. Like, guys, honestly, when I do the dishes in my house, I'm cleaning dishes. I'm being responsible. I'm handling my adult chores. My son watches that. He sees that I take responsibility for everything that I do. That's what I'm teaching. A chore is a chore. I don't have my son all the time. I do. I do this laundry when he's home. It's not always playtime, man. And that's what I think a lot of guys need to wake up and realize, man. It's not playtime, man. Grow up. Like, grow up, man. Like, good for you. You know, you pull all the hot tail in bars. You know what I mean? When you were in your 20s and in your 30s. You know what I mean? But now you're in your, like, late 30s and you're coming into your 40s. You're still being a knucklehead about being a father. Grow up, man. Put your kids first, gentlemen. You know, if you own a business and you gotta kill yourself to own a business, and you know you can't handle more bills, and you know you can't handle more kids, then stop having more kids. All this stuff is doing is leading to unhappy families, a huge divorce rate, and honestly, there's people out there that shouldn't even have one kid. I'm sorry. But there's couples out there who shouldn't even have one kid, let alone two, three, four, however many. You know, there's one thing that's unfortunate that I have to believe these days is that a lot of people grow up and people mature, but people don't change. People learn lessons and they think more rationally or they think more clear, but people really don't change. And you know, a little message out to you ladies, man. If you're with a certain person, a certain guy, even a message to the guys, man. I mean, look what I deal with, man. I deal with a bunch of bullshit, you know. Um, like, ladies, think about these guys you're with. And what's that say about yourself? Have a good day.